Thanks for coming back by. We've got another scope penetration video. The first one was a 22 caliber. That was kind of fun, but it took several rounds to make it through the scope itself. But this time we're going to be using the 300 Winchester Magnum. So that's going to be a whole lot different. It's going to be a different story. Got a different setup and everything. We still do have one of these Gammo LC432 scopes. They're cheap. They don't work very well, but they make great targets, being an actual scope, seeing what rounds can actually penetrate through them. We will be using Federal Gold Medal Match 190 grain projectile. These are Sierra Match King boat tail hollow point bullets. Very accurate, very powerful, and we're going to see how easily these cut through a scope. So without further ado, let's get set up downrange. We've got a little special target to shoot at to show the power of the 300 Winchester Magnum, and let's get to it. Downrange, we have the infamous Sergeant Seedless, a real melancholy sniper. He's going to be downrange from the 300 Winchester Magnum behind this Gammo scope that is sitting on top of 3 2x4s which are screwed together, plus the scope is zip tied down quite tightly. So let's load up the WinMag and see what kind of damage we can cause downrange. I love this rifle. Clearly the WinMag does not mess around. It's safe to say the target's been neutralized, but what about the scope? Well, let's check out our results. Looks like we did eliminate the threat. Sergeant Seedless is definitely down, but it looks like we missed our mark. Let's check out the scope. It looks like the bullet struck just beneath the lens, hitting the scope around the front ring there. The projectile traveled through the scope mount, just plowed right through the metal, and continued on and hit the back of the scope as well. Not exactly what we wanted, but it still does show the power of the WinMag as it just blasted through the bottom metal portions of the scope. It hit the 2x4s and busted them. And let's check out the health status of Sergeant Seedless. Medic! I don't think the medics are saving this one. Well, let's take a closer look at everything. Yes, we missed our mark just underneath the scope there. It did power right through the metal as we saw before. Let's set it back on top of the boards. Looks like that black scuff there on top of the top board there is actually from the scope. Looks like it got kicked back pretty hard, obviously, and the bullet just traveled onward, struck Sergeant Seedless, blew him all to pieces. I was only able to locate one googly eye, and it's damaged. My hat is soaking wet, but it did not get shredded or blown apart, so toss it in the washing machine. It's going to be good as new. And for all of you foodies out there, none of this went to waste. These girls love some watermelon. We got to do this scope challenge again, so let's talk about what's next. Yes, I barely nicked underneath the scope, but as you can see, the projectile hit here just underneath, then completely blew through that scope mount. The power of this round is scary. It's brutal. It's powerful. It's not a 50 cal, nothing like that, but 300 Winchester Magnum is nothing to shake a stick at, all right? But you know what this means? This scope is ready to be fired at one more time, and I think we'll do the 300 WinMag again, but do the laser beam round like y'all have seen. They're going almost 4,000 feet per second. So until then, y'all stay tuned. That should be coming up within a week or so, but thank y'all again for watching. Have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you soon.